welcome to Shadow Warriors. Hello and welcome, we're Shadow Warriors and today we're at Wolfhampcote, St Peter's Church. Join us tonight on our 2 investigations as we spend 2 nights at the Wolfhampcote Church. St Peter's Church is the only thing left in this village after the village was evacuated during the Black Death Plague. Most of the survivors apparently evacuated to the London areas and surrounding areas after the rest of the village was lost to tragedy. All that remains of this village is a farmhouse and a vicarage way further down towards Flecknoe. The village itself is lost and has fallen, and this medieval church brings us lots of welcome, mystery and awe as we walk into the church of Wolfhampcote. Wolfhampcote itself is a medieval village abandoned in the 14th century, although legends and rumours have suggested the abandonment of the village was due to the Black Death, brought in from refugees from London, and the destruction by Cromwell. There is no evidence to prove this occurrence, and the reasoning once the village was abandoned, leaving only the church of St Peter's left and the medieval village buried. Wolfhampcote itself was recorded in the Domesday Book. The earliest indication in the present church dates from the 13th century, but indication shows it was in fact a monastery prior to this. That would in fact date back to the 12th century. The medieval church, being based in early generations, has never had a running water or an electricity supply. The village, it's the coffins that surround the church are very worn, so unable to make out the inscriptions of the past village itself and dates. Despite this, a church bell was stolen and a coffin in the vault was violated in the search for jewels by grave robbers. The village is shown as Wolfhampcote on the Christopher Saxon map of 1637. Today, the only remains of the village are a cottage, a farmhouse and an old vicarage located some distance away. The most notable surviving features of the village is the Church of St Peter, and we are going to spend 2 nights at the medieval Wolfhampcote Church to see what we find. After our Google map while dining in Coventry, all of our team's GPS came up with this old abandoned medieval village that has no internet or electricity, the St Peter's Church of Rugby, Wolfhampcote. Shadow Warriors will see if the rumours are true, as our mediums connect and find out who built it and what really happened to the medieval village and what secrets, lies it has to hold and disclose to us. As you can see, this church was built by the Knights Templar. How do I know? Because they've left the marks all over it. For instance, right there, Knights Templar, but yet that's not spoken about. This church also has a vault connected to it that is not accessible. Last time we was here, we got a lot of activity from this table, this altar. It's interesting. And as you can see, a majority of these floor slabs are actually graves that we're walking on. The whole church floor is made of graves. Okay, I'm having a hard time focusing on this area here. with the other altar. This church is no longer in use. And there's a dark history connected to this church. It's interesting because this church, this town, was registered in the Domesday Book of Records in the early ages. And again, you can see, and then you've got this big one sealed off. Oh my God, what was that? Didn't you hear it? They heard someone scream, like telling us to get out. That was proper freaky, that. I didn't expect it. Anyway, as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by a disembodied voice. We did crossing over here. It's just set up how it used to. Reverend James, is that you that's trying to connect to me as a medium? Did you hear that? I heard knocking. Reverend James, if you wish to make contact, will you give us either a knock, once for yes and 3 times for no? Do you wish to make contact with us? Can you communicate with us on an earth level? Are you angry we're here? Did you hear that? Is that a yes? Tap once for yes and 3 times for no, please. Are you angry we're here? Thank you. This church has not been used for a while. Will you communicate with us, Reverend James? I know you're here, can feel you. And I'm picking up an Evelyn as well. Evelyn, sorry. Evelyn, do you wish to communicate with us? What I don't understand, Reverend James, is if you were so religious, then why are you so scared to cross over? You stood next to me. Please step back. Okay, so we're going to ask you to do a few knockings for us to communicate. Reverend James. Thank you. Are you angry that we're here? Tap once for yes and 3 times for no. You're picking up. I'm picking up a few light anomalies. Are you angry we're here?
That's really weird. The message just went off by itself, it's on the table.
So he's communicating through the... Actually, I've just caught an orb come from this area.
When you said, are you here, it went off.
Are you angry we're here, Reverend James? He's just tapped, I heard that. He said yes. Do you wish for us to leave? Do you wish for us to leave? Tap once for yes and 3 times for no. I can hear footsteps over here. Anyway, as I was saying, the church itself is all what's left in Wolfhampcote, except for a couple of farms further down. The town itself has fell during the Black Death. Is this true?
Did you hear that?
Yes.
It was something, is that out the roof or something?
It was that coffin on the other side. We've got a REM pod that works amazingly. And if you want to get one of these, we can leave you the Facebook link. And what it does, it detects anything within the frequency of it, whether it be any energy or physical. This is on REM Pods Hacked on Facebook. And there it is. So, what this does, for those that have never seen one before, if I go here, that light will flash. The closer I get, the light will flash. The closer. Let's see. So that is a REM pod. It's an amazing bit of equipment. We have picked up a few things on investigation using this. Right, and we also have our trusty EMF meter, which I'm going to turn on. This is what we use to rule out certain interferences, either electricals or radiation. So that's the EMF. And we do have a temperature gauge. Which we've not brought this investigation because we used it a lot the other one. And I think we should move this near the crucifix. I want to put it on the crucifix. See that?
What is it going?
Okay, so it's still there now. And I want to step back over here. That's our cameras. And over here, we're using a laser grid. And what this does, it's brilliant as well. It makes us aware when anything crosses the grid. So, I don't know if I'll be able to show you myself, but if I walk into the grid, you can see my shadow, but it also flickers as well. You see the missing. So I walk out, and then if I walk into the grid, you see? So this is why we use the laser grid. And that's the same with energy. So this is our equipment today.
Did you hear that noise?
I'm getting a lot of activity at the minute. I've already picked up 7 orbs.
I've got an activity called this cross right now.
Yeah, the energy's not happy that we've put the REM meter on it. There's any spirit people here? Please make yourself known. We come with the greatest respect. Either tap on the table. Do you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay, so I heard tapping towards the left and there's no table there. But there is an energy. Following an orb. Just disappeared.
Do you think we should bring the laser in front of this cross?
I think we should put it against... Yeah, I do actually, but where are we going to stand it?
On the floor.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. My guides are making me aware that this is Reverend James. I'm getting 18th century. No. I'm getting before the 18th century. (1743). I've just seen a figure there.
I was going to say they like to be in that corner a lot. Is there a grave on the floor there?
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Reverend James, do you wish to connect with us? I feel a lot of anger and anxiety with this person. If you are a man of the cloth,
Step back a bit, Jen. Then you can.
a religious man, why are you so afraid to cross over? Why are you here? That's interesting. I just seen something on the floor, kind of freaked for a second, and I was like, what was that?
What was it?
It's just like him stood right in front of me here. I'm going to turn the camera around. Okay, I'm getting energy manifesting here, which means I expect something loud. Or a visual, because I'm seeing manifestation of energy build up here. I'm also hearing whispers. I'm also getting the name Eliza. Eliza? Eliza, are you here? Eliza, what's your last name? Eliza Holmes. Show yourself. Thank you. Is your grave in here? Oh, what was that? Oh, what are you doing? Again, is your last name Holmes? Sarah Holmes. That's your sister. I know because you've just told me this. Show yourself. Again, we come with the greatest respect. Elizabeth Holmes. Thank you, Elizabeth. Beautiful light anomaly. Did you die in September? Eliza, did you die in September? Thank you. Got a few families in here. Houses is the right name. But I'm also getting Masonic connections to this building. I do feel at some point this was used as a Masonic lodge, so to speak, but I do feel it was underground. I do feel there would have been chambers leading underground. Elizabeth, did you die in April? Okay, I've got an orb going over here. But I do feel there would have been another stairwell. And my guides are making me aware that it would have been in this area over here that's been cemented up. Also, there's a vault connected to this building. And it's been cemented up because I feel that people would have come stealing from here, grave robbers. I do feel this was in the 19th century as well, so it's not very long ago that this would have happened. I'm also being made aware that there's a record of that. Reverend James, are you still here? Reverend James, are you still here? I feel this reverend's here in visitation. I don't feel he's stationed here. But as I'm talking about being stationed, I'm also getting connections to the Second World War with this area. And I do feel not far from here would have been used as a hospital for World War II soldiers. Is this correct? Tap once for yes and twice for no. As you can see, they're responding to me as well. But I also feel connections to this church with the Tibbets. What's your first name? I get a female. Martha. I'm getting a lot of royal connections here as well, which happens to be happening a lot where we're going lately. But there's also a poltergeist here. And I know because he's made me aware he's not happy that we're here. Can you hear footsteps? Isn't that weird? But I can't see anyone. And you're sat there. So why can I hear footsteps? There's an orb behind you. Does any spirit people or energies here who wish to make contact? That was interesting. Thank you. Now I'm going to sit on this old bench. And it is a really old bench. Let's see what I get. Sounds like a door rattling. If that's you, can you do it again, please? Are you rattling a door? Or tapping on the table? Did you hear that? Where did it come from? Over here. If that was you, can you do it again, please? Yeah, you're right, it is over here. If there's any spirit people here, please make yourself known. Get a connection to the nightlies. I'm getting the nightlies. Do you wish to tell me something? We're listening to you. We come to hear your side of the story. Did you hear that? Yeah, it's like a weird squeaking noise.
Can you do it again, please? Oh, they're creepy.
I can hear tappings. I can see a dark shadow over there as well. Like a massive dark shadow, as if the glass is black in the middle. Oh my God, what was that? I swear I'm going to have a heart attack doing this.
It's this corner again.
I can hear whispering. I'm getting a lot of orbs.
Wow.
They're all white though. If that was you, can you do it again? That was really loud as well. Look what it is. Looks like a candlestick holder. That's dangerous, that. Didn't I tell you there was energy manifesting over here?
Yeah, but where's it come from?
I have no idea. The candles is all there. And there's none missing. Do you think it's funny scaring us? Getting a pain in my hand. Feels as if my hand's been chopped off. I know it sounds stupid, but it does. It's like I need to shake it as if there's no circulation. But I'm getting in my head, that's what we do to thieves. Now, I myself have not took anything, but I feel this is a reenactment of energy. Did you have your hand chopped off for stealing? Wow, massive orb. Are you angry? Anyway, I was saying I seen a black shadow on this window over here. Why isn't the laser grid working? Oh, it is now. On this window I can see a black shadow, but I don't think I can pick it up on camera. The middle pane.
Sure, we just got a green orb come from that window then, but it was so fast I'm not 100%.
There's any spirit people here? Then show yourself. Try getting up here. Oh shit, I've dropped my phone. And if you look carefully, you can see a spirit energy fly past. And as the light opens up and fills the entire church, the entire building, the entire grounds. Know that it is your time to go. You are loved and you are respected, and it is your time to go over now. There's nothing to fear. Absolutely nothing. And I ask that this door be closed as all these spiritual entities and energies pass through into this unconditional love and light. I ask the door to be closed. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed the show. To summarise, we've seen a lot of orbs. We picked up on paranormal activity, including a poltergeist with a candle moving and also a candle being thrown in the air. We managed to gain a connection with the Tibbet family and also the Holmes family and Reverend James. We picked up spirits leaving whilst conducting the crossing over, and we also picked up a strange light of white and blue energy across the screen whilst I was climbing the ladder and unfortunately dropped my phone. We believe this to be the spirit of Reverend James, who was communicating the most during this investigation. Please like and subscribe to our channel. You can also find us on our website address at www.theshadowwarriors.org and become a member. Sweet screams.